Hello, this is Dr. Daniel Van Ingen. Welcome to the Dr. Van Ingen Clinical Psychology and Parenting Show. I want to talk about anger and specifically some strategies, laser beam solutions we can give to our kids. Now, when it comes to anger, there's lots to talk about. There's our anger as parents. And if you come from a background, a family background, where anger was very much manifested in the family, then definitely that is a family of origin issue. There are internalized emotional reactions and messages that are ingrained within you, and those are key issues. Maybe perhaps a bitter root issues, bitter root resentments, anger issues in your life that as parents we definitely want to work through. So there's a lot there. That's a topic though for another day. I want to give parents solutions, strategies to work on with your kids when they have anger that rises up. Okay, so I want to give clear laser beam intervention solutions to discuss that you can discuss and work on with kids. So, number one, anger scaling. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0, completely relaxed and calm, 10, a rage, right? Your kid is throwing stuff, breaking stuff, slamming doors. Then there's between that scale, perhaps 7, perhaps 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, very high anger. But then there's this, what I would call the sensitivity window, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. That's when anxiety, that's when anger, and sometimes it's anxiety underneath it, but that's when anger is very high, about to become a rage. Remember in Back to the Future 3, the point of no return, right, on the locomotive, Marty McFly and Doc Brown, in Back to the Future 3, before it flies into the ravine, there's this point of that's the fail-safe point, the point of no return, so they can stop the locomotive before it continues. So often at the level of high anger, that's when a timeout is needed. You want to get to know your kids and talk about their emotional barometer, their anger. And so anger scaling can help with their emotional barometer so they can know the point of no return, when anger is high, when they need to take a timeout, before a volcano erupts, right? And sometimes it can lead to that point of no return. So we want to help our kids understand the emotional barometer that they have. And anger scaling can help with that. So when they reach to a 5 or 6, what are some strategies, some TRBs, tension reduction behavior, strategies that they can use to bring the tension down? And sometimes, very often, it can be exercise. It can be taking a time out, going in the backyard, playing with particular things, just letting some self-soothing happen before we can do some problem solving. So, number one, big strategy, anger scaling. Incorporate that in your families. Number two, I want to talk about categorizing. So let's say recently I was working with a family. We'll call the children Lisa and John. And so Lisa would aggress towards John, push John. And John has learned, very good, he's learned to go in his room. He's irate when he gets pushed. He comes out later, calm, self-soothed, and able to discuss what happened. And so a second strategy, besides anger scaling, I want to talk about categorizing behavior. So sometimes if you give the child some categories of why they do what they do, that can be helpful. So in Lisa's case, why did she push? Well, sometimes she gives a playful push, just trying to connect with her brother is playful, right? And sometimes if it hits him hard, or if he's in a particular mood, right? Not enough sleep or hungry, right? Hangry. He may aggress beyond the playfulness. But a playful push is one reason. A second, she really was angry, right? Maybe there's ducks in a row and things are out of order, or other things happened. She was angry. Third, she was you might say annoyed or frustrated, selfish. She pushes. That's my iPad, right? That's my iPad. I take that iPad. She takes that iPad and she's pushing. Fourth, uh, greed was another category for her. She's a sugar. I know a lot of kids. I think I've met like 5 kids in the last 2 weeks where if it's the last cookie or the last piece of candy, she will push in order to fight for that last piece. And it's a big deal for Lisa. So which one of these? And so when they were calm, helping them to discuss, right, from John's point of view, which one of these reasons were behind the push, and because she was angry. Hey, and so from Lisa's point of view, Lisa, from your point of view, what was behind that push? So when John comes and tells parents, it's good to have some categories in terms of conceptualizing, and then when there's a meeting, a family meeting, perspective taking is a great skill to develop. So John, I hear from your point of view, but now give us from Lisa's point of view. And sometimes that's really hard based on their development and maturation. But if John can say, restate, and the key here is restate from Lisa's point of view. Now Lisa, restate from John's point of view. And sometimes the compromise is agree to disagree. But so there's another strategy, categorizing. And that includes family meeting and restating, which is perspective taking. And so those can be really helpful. I want to talk about a third strategy, visualizations. Visualization and role play. So when you sit down with Lisa and say, okay, Lisa, you cannot aggress when you get upset. And so I want you to visualize your last piece of candy being taken. Walk me through that with her eyes closed. And then, now what can you do? See yourself walking away, responding appropriately. Right? Lisa eating her French toast in a second visualization. Her brother snags it. You gonna eat that before he waits? He doesn't wait, he grabs the French toast. Instead of screaming and aggressing, see yourself now annoyed, frustrated. What are the successful, positive solutions you can do? Visualize. So visualization and role play. So I just gave you 3 anger management strategies. Anger scaling, categorizing, and visualization and role play. We'll talk more about these later. Thanks for checking in. This is the Dr. Van Ingen Clinical Psychology and Parenting Show. Blessings. Have a great day. It's the only way.